Evening guys, Ricky here from R.A.B Comic Collectors. Hope you've had a good day. Have you ever played this game? The Last of Us is a 2013 action-adventure video game developed by Naughty Dog, and it's exclusive to Sony and the PlayStation. The first game came out on the PlayStation 3 in June 2013. There was a downloadable game called The Last of Us Left Behind, which came out February 2014. And there was The Last of Us Remastered, which came out in April 2014 for the PlayStation 4. This also featured the DLC pack included in it, and I think that was remastered as well. It's set 20 years after human beings are infected with this mutant strain that turns them into aggressive creatures, and they're known as the infected. Yeah, so it's set 20 years after that outbreak, where civilization has basically ended. You've got survivors who live in like quarantine zones, and they're separated into groups. You've got the infected that has obviously had 20 years of mutation, that they're kind of like these zombie things now. But the story is set around two characters: Joel, who's a survivor, a hardened survivor because he's had 20 years of trying to survive, and Ellie, who's a teenage girl who's been bitten by one of the infected, but she hasn't changed, so she's immune to the mutation strain. Joel is trying to get Ellie to a university in eastern Colorado, where a group of survivors called the Fireflies have set up like a medical thing for, and he wants to get her there obviously because she's immune. I played the game on PlayStation 3 and I played the remastered version on PlayStation 4, and it is absolutely brilliant. The story is fantastic. The two characters are brilliant, and just the whole story behind the game is such a good game. So the developers, Naughty Dog, they also done the Uncharted series, which is also good games. The creative director on The Last of Us was a guy called Neil Druckmann. Why am I talking about The Last of Us on the comic book channel? Well, it turns out that between April and July 2013, there was a Last of Us comic, 4 issues, and it was by Dark Horse Comics, and the writer was Neil Druckmann, and it was set prior to the events of Last of Us #1. And the more I looked into it, I believe it's the comics are actually connected to the DLC pack that later came out, and it's focusing on the relationship between Ellie when she got bitten, I think. So that's why I've been searching for them, and that's what I managed to pick up. So I managed to pick up the complete 4 comics. I paid £70 total for the lot, £17.50 each. The 1 and 2 there, 3 and 4. And why was I so eager to get these comics? Well, due to me really liking the game, I followed The Last of Us for a while. Alright, I didn't know about the comics. I heard quite some time ago that it was thinking about making a movie, and I was so excited. I thought, oh, I can't wait to see that. But it turns out that got cancelled, and now they're doing a TV series. It's going to air on HBO, and it's based on the video game. I'm hoping it's going to have some sort of reference to the how Ellie got bit, that sort of thing, to relate to these comics. The series is starring Pedro Pascal, and he'll be playing Joel, and then Bella Ramsey, she'll be playing Ellie. And the series is said to be the largest television production in Canadian history. It began filming in July 2021, and I can find nothing, no photos, no behind the scenes, anything of this. It's like they're keeping it so tightly sealed, and it's expected to end in June 2022. It's apparently the first HBO series to be based on a video game, and Sony Pictures and PlayStation Productions, as well as Naughty Dog, are all involved in the joint production. There's going to be 10 episodes, and it's written by Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann. I also believe that Neil Druckmann is going to be directing a few of the episodes. Now, I know that we all sort of wish things and we think what may happen. But if they get this TV series right, and they capture the story, the emotion, how the thing's set, this should be massive. I mean, I've been telling people, if they get it right, in my opinion, this should be as big as Walking Dead. And that's why I was really eager to get these comics. Unfortunately, they're not all first prints. So this is The Last of Us American Dreams Part 1. As you can see, it's issue 1. It's the second variant and it's the third print. Which is a shame. But like all of us, there is a budget that we can go to. I was offered the complete set of first prints, but the guy wanted near on £200 for it, and at the minute I'm new to this, haven't got £200 just sitting about to do it, so I went for the next best thing. This is issue number 2. Again, issue number 2, and it's a second print. Issue number 3. Second print. And issue number 4, which is a first print, so that's handy. So at the minute, The Last of Us issue number 1, if you got the original first print, it's at highs of $160. It's saying there was only 6,032 copies ordered. Comic book released 2 months prior to the video game. There's 4 variants to the issue number 1. As you've seen, I've actually got the third print of this, and it's actually going for highs of $20. Believe it or not, this one is worth more than the second print. Strange. So third print, a 9.8 raw value of $5, $5.6, a graded of 22.40. But like I say, my plan for this is not to sell it now, is to wait for the TV series, and just I really hope that this shoots right up. And I really have got a good feeling about it. I really do. Right, issue number 2. Issue number 2, they're saying there's one variant of it. It says copies ordered, 4,991, so there's not many out there. First print is worth $30. But second print, my one, I was saying highs of $30. Here again, this is saying a raw value of $5.60 and 22.40 if it was a 9.8. That's from the comic price guide. But I also look at the key collector comics. That's where it's saying it's 30. Let's have a look at issue 3. Issue 3, first print, copies ordered was 5,014. Highs of $20. Second print, which is what I've got, highs of $25. Isn't that funny? The second print is worth more than the first print. It could be lucky there. If any of you know the reason why that is, give me a comment down below, because I don't really know why. I take it there must be less second prints than there is first prints. Not sure. So yeah, again, this same raw value of $5.60 and 22.40 if it was graded, but we're obviously not looking at that at the moment. We're planning for in a year or two's time. And The Last of Us number 4, there's no variance of this. It says copies ordered by retailers was 7,138, and I've got one of them. Lovely. Highs of $15. Exactly the same. 9.8 would be $5.60, and a graded will be 22.40. There is a Last of Us hardcover, which is obviously all of them put together. It's 2014 East Game Convention exclusives, limited to 500 copies. Additional copies were sold at WonderCon. Highs of $485. Jesus. But I've looked for that, I can't find it. I really think the TV series is going to be massive. I really do. It's such a good game. And if they capture that story in a TV series, it will be really, really good. I can't wait to see. So we keep these in a safe place and hopefully they go up. Next video I'll do will be the one on Horizon Zero Dawn. I'll let you know the reasons why I purchased that. Still waiting on a few copies to come from that. And then we'll have another comic book opening the weekend. I've got a few more ordered. And I'll see you soon.